Of the progress inside, I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 Yeah. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not all inside. Is all light. All light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it. I am light.
Oh, this one part. I wanted to.
Okay, someone needs to mute. Please mute if that's okay. Thank you so much. So we would just play that. Someone said, I love India. Yes, welcome, ladies. Absolutely. So we are going to start with a video that we watched last week, but just as a reminder for those who may have missed it, and then we're going to jump right into what I want to share with you today. And then the rest is you all sharing your own ideas. So give me one more second here to share. And go back over here. Okay, close that out. And there we go.
Tryna rain on the thunder. Tell a storm I'm new. I'm a walk, I'm a march on the regular. Painted white flags blue. Lord, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'm a rain on this bitter love. Tell the sweet I'm new. I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh. May the last one burn into flames. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves. I'ma wade through the waters till the tide don't move. I'ma ride through your borders. Call me bulletproof. Lord, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'ma wade through your shallow love till the deep I'm new. I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flames. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
You all are as inspired by that video and those statistics, and that it says sobering for you. And what do I mean by sobering? How many of you saw, what did they say about, on the average, how many girls get killed every 60 minutes across the universe, across the world? Every 60 minutes, how many girls get killed? Do you remember what they said? You can type it in the chat. Fife, so good to see you. And Adela, thank you all for joining. Anyone remember, what did it say? It said is someone typing? Let me see. Anyone remember? How many girls every 60 minutes get killed? How many girls did they say are out of school? If you were watching the screen, just put it in the chat. How many girls are out of school? 130 million. 130 million. Thank you, Pipe. Thank you, Adela. Is that amazing? I'm going to assume all of you on here are in school, right? Now, let me ask you, in your communities, have you seen any girls that it looks like maybe they don't go to school, and what do you see them doing? If you've seen it or if you've heard about it, what do you see them doing? Yep, Abimbola said 130 million, that's right. So the answer to the first question while you guys are typing is every 60 minutes, 12 girls are killed. So a girl is killed every 5 minutes across the world. So since we started, it's 10:08 right now, my time, it's 4:08 for some of you, are all in different time zones. At least one girl has been killed since we got started. Okay, someone says they loiter around. Okay, so they're just kind of walking the streets, whatever. Did you guys see the statistics on self-trafficking? Do you know what sex trafficking? You know what sex trafficking is? Fife says if they aren't in school, they are most likely building a family or giving birth, yep, or getting married as a child, yes. And anybody who's marrying a child is sexually abusing that child, because the very fact that you're a child means that you shouldn't have to be having sex and raising a family. So any child that you see that is in that situation is being sexually abused. even if they're parents. And some of you may have seen girls who are serving as servants to other people. So they wake up, they clean, they cook, they pick up, they just work for other people, but they're not getting an education. Anyone else? So we understand that if you don't have an education, it's really hard for you to like control your life, right? It's really it's much easier for you to become a victim to everybody else if you don't have an education. And 130 million girls don't have an education. So there's some information that I want to share with you. I'm going to share my PowerPoint here with you. And we're going to go through that very quickly. And then we're going to open it up for conversations for you to talk about what you're seeing and what you think you want to do to be part of the solution, because everybody can talk about what the problem is, but the question is, will you be part of the solution? So let's see my screen properly. All right, so can you guys see my screen? Butterfly. Yes, thank you. So that I can leave enough time for us to hear from you, okay? But if you're taking notes, if there's anything that you need me later to go back over, we can definitely do that, or just type your questions in the chat. So today we're celebrating that transformation where you emerge from the chrysalis and you take flight. We've talked about the egg stage, we've talked about the caterpillar stage, we've talked about the chrysalis stage, or the pupa stage, if you want to call it that, and then the butterfly emerges. This is when you are definitely looking at yourself and saying that it's time for me to not just remain where I am, but to soar. So our mission today is to inspire you to take all you have learned from each other, even more so than what you've learned from us, because we've learned a lot from all of you, and to begin your own community project designed by you for girls like you. And we would like you to have at least some part of it completed by December of 2025. And all of us who helped put this together, excuse me, Coach Super O, Coach Shaquila, all of our amazing volunteers, we are available to serve and to support you through whatever your ideas may be. So I want to share with you 10 amazing young girls, some of them are now young women, who will remind each and every one of us that it doesn't matter how old you are, if you have an idea, you can put it into place. You can make it happen. We don't have to sit around and wait for someone else to save us, okay? So pay attention to these 10 girls, because I'd like to hear, and you can actually put it in the chat as we're going, like, how inspired are you by this? Is this something you think you can do? Have you heard about this person before? All right. So the first one is Zainab Akinola. She's in Nigeria. She's what we call a teenage tech genius. At age 12, she completed secondary school. She couldn't get into college, into university because of her age. So she decided, well, I'm not going to wait on you guys. I'm going to go into technology myself. She is now a certified software engineer with over 30 global credentials. In other words, there are a lot of certifications that you can get. You don't have to have a college degree. You just do the work, learn the application, and you can be certified. So we only gave just a little bit about her, but you can research more about her. She is an AI poem generator, a quotes generator. She's created real estate. So she said, you don't put any limitations on me. And Zainab is the kind of person, or who are into text disparagement. The next person that I want to share in the United States. This is Gitanjali Rao. She was named Time Magazine's first Kid of the Year. She invented a device to detect lead in water, math and reading, and teacher gave me an assignment. She went above and beyond that. She developed solutions to major issues and mentors youth worldwide. And she says small ideas can make a big difference. Cannot do. This is Zuriel Oduole. She's an education advocate and a filmmaker. She started in 19. By 12, she had interviewed 14 heads of state and made films promoting girls' education. She addressed the UN and inciting girls changes the world. So if you can interview 14 heads of state, you know what that means? That means you actually pay attention to politics. You pay attention to history. You pay attention to geography. She even knew who these head of states were. She actually studied some information about them. So she was now able to interview them and not just ask stupid questions like, oh, what did you eat today? But actually ask important questions. And so she's a filmmaker as well, promoting girls' education because world. The next one is Lisapriya Kanguja. She's in India and she's a climate warrior. Okay, can you see what age did she get started? She started activism at 6 years old and founded the Child Movement. She too has spoken at the UN and global climate summits. And what she's telling adults is, we need action, not promises. Take action now. You know, when we talk about climate, a very simple thing that people can do, there's an area not too far from me that has a lake. And every time I go by that lake, some just stupid people, they go there, they leave their empty bottles and cans and dirty baby diapers and things. And I'm like, if you come to a place and find it beautiful, why come and litter? But what if a group of young girls just decided, you know what, this part of our community, every, once a month or something of that nature, we're going to come out and we're going to clean up that part of our community. We're going to get some money together and try to put a trash can in this community. And maybe when the adults see you young people doing something like that, they will think better and think differently about the way that they litter. So she started at age 6. Michaela Uma, I've actually met this young girl. She's a teen entrepreneur and bee advocate. Do you guys know what bees do? Like butterflies, bees pollinate. Please mute your mic. Like butterflies, bees pollinate. And if we don't have pollination, guess what? Human beings will be extinct because we need the pollination for our plants to grow, for them to produce fruit and vegetables and so on and so forth, so that we can eat. But she started making lemonade. She learned from her grandma. She started making Me and the Bees lemonade at age 9. There's a book out about her. Her company donates to bee conservation. And this lemonade is now sold in major US stores. And she says, buy a bottle, save a bee. Because when we save the bees, we save the world. She is a butterfly for sure. Another one is Vanessa Nakate. She's in Uganda. She started a solo climate protest in Uganda and became a global voice for African youth at climate forums. And she says the world must hear African voices too. These are all girls, little girls. They started as little girls. Kekashan Basu, she's an environmental leader. She's sometimes in the UAE, the in Canada and in India. She founded Green Hope Foundation at age 12. She trains youth globally on sustainability and human rights. So for some of you, it might be, you know what, I want to Google this person and I want to contact them and I want to tell them I'm in this country and I want to partner with your foundation. How can you help? Right? Because we don't always have to start everything from scratch. We can build on what already exists. And she says, empowered youth are the key to peace and justice. Right? Okay, let's keep going. I hope you all are being inspired. Thandiwe Abdullah, she's a Black youth activist. She co-founded Black Lives Matter Youth Vanguard. What does she advocate for? She advocates for Black girls' police reform, which means she doesn't want the police to keep beating up and treating Black girls badly and Black people badly. And she advocates for youth leadership. And I love her quotes because adults are always saying, oh, the youth are our future, the youth are our future. And she says, you know what? We are not just the future, we are the now. Do something now. Don't just tell us we're the future, do something now. And we have Ritaj Hussain Al-Hazmi. She's the youngest published novelist. Lives in Saudi Arabia. She was recognized Guinness World Records for publishing a book series by age 14. Not just one book, a series of books. She writes to empower young minds, and she says, books are bridges to new worlds. So how many of you are reading? Maybe you're on vacation now. Maybe you're taking a break from school and you're like, oh, my parents are trying to get me to read. I don't want to read. I want to be on my video game. I want to play outside. I want to go places. You can do all of that, but you should also be reading because that's also where you get ideas and you get solutions. Marley Dias, she's a literacy activist. She founded 1,000 Black Girl Books to promote stories with Black girl leads. And she has collected over 12,000 books that she's given out to girls to read and sparked the movement. I absolutely love her quote. And this is what I hope inspires each and every one of you. She says, if you want to see change, create it. If you're looking around in your community and you're saying, oh, I don't like it that these girls are walking down the street selling things and they have no shoes, what can you do to change it? If you have seen some of your classmates who get kicked out of school because their parents can't afford their school fees, what are you willing to do about it? If you see people begging, hungry, what are you willing to do about it, right? So she started a movement to promote books, stories with Black girl leads, and she's over 12,000 books in. So now that I have shared about all these girls, and I could have shared so many more, each of you is being called to design and launch your own program that uplifts, empowers, and encourages girls. It can be anything you want it to be. It can be a podcast for those of you who are great with technology. It could be advertise it and you invite people in your community to come and talk. It could be a book club where you pick a book. And for those of you in Nigeria, I know actually a lot of writers who write children's books who would be more than willing to come and do a reading at one of your book clubs, encourage people to read. It could be a tech hub. It could be the climate. It could be anything. Ruhaima, I'm not sure if she's here today, talked about wanting to start a foundation to educate people about dyslexia. Maybe you want to educate people about the number of girls who are not getting educated, or maybe you want to shine a light on why child marriage is wrong. You never see people talking about marrying a young boy. There's no grown woman who's like, I want to go marry an 11-year-old boy. But you see these 50 and 60-year-old men who want to marry an 8-year-old girl. So maybe you want to shed some light on that. Anything meaningful that helps to address or bring a spotlight on girls and our freedom. So now I'm going to open it up for discussion. I'm going to stop sharing for a while, and it is 10:24. A conversation about what your ideas are, and you may find out that someone else has a similar idea and you guys can work together. You may be sparked by somewhat what someone else says if you have not really developed your idea yet. But at this time, I want to open it up. Unmute when you want to talk and then mute back when you're done. So who wants to get started with what their idea is that they're going to implement in their community? First of all, were you guys inspired by those girls? Adela, go ahead and unmute.
I was inspired by all the girls that you showed us. But I
Mhm.
personally think that my community project should be like a YouTube channel where I say all the things that's happening about girls. How many girls are not in school? How many girls marry an old man? And meaningful things like that. That's what I think I should do.
Wait a second, because I'm very confused. Are you really 9 years old?
Yes, I am.
Let me tell you, your generation is definitely going to change the world. Did you just say you're going to create a YouTube channel?
Yes, I did.
Okay, do you have any idea what you want to call it? Are you still
I
thinking
have no
about a
idea.
name? Okay, okay. So if anyone has any suggestions they want her to consider, are you all inspired by Adela? So Adela, make sure with your parents you have permission to join the WhatsApp group, because once you start your YouTube channel, put the information there. We will all follow you and we will share and we will support you in any way that we can. And if you need help setting up the YouTube channel, reach out to us as well, because we can get you. In fact, Coach O is super tech woman, so she can help you with all of that as well. But I am volunteers, can you put it in the chat? Are you guys blown away or what? Because we adults are not doing what these young people are talking about. And I would watch her. She sounds like she's like 16 and ready to run the world, like Adela for president. Okay, let Adela, thank you so much. Let's hear from, is it Chinwe? Chinwe, you have your hand up.
Well, I would like to make sure that everyone gets to be who they want to be. And I also want to make a YouTube channel for myself.
Okay, what do you want to talk about on your YouTube channel? Chinwe is 8 years old. I don't know. I don't have any more words right now. Chinwe, what do you want to talk about on your YouTube channel?
Well, sometimes I'm gonna teach people how to be nice and how to be a good friend and to be a good citizen in a community.
Listen, adults need to watch your YouTube channel, because many of us seem to not know how to be nice and how to be good citizens. And are you people writing this down? Don't just say it, write it down, because we want to support you. We see this. We want to send you out into the world. You are going to change the world. I am absolutely flabbergasted. Thank you so much, Chinwe. Okay, Fife, go ahead.
So I was inspired by a lot of the girls, well, basically all of them that were there. But I think that what I would like to do as my community project is I would host a podcast, maybe on Spotify, or you could listen to it anywhere. And it would, I would probably name it something like Talks of Today, and then we would be talking about the gender inequality, and then the problems of today about girls marrying at a young age and giving birth and etc., while also talking about politics and climate change and all the things that we have been promised would be fixed, but still aren't fixed, and nothing is being done to fix them. So I would want to talk about those so that we could like find a way to make a change.
Okay, I'm trying not to just like have my mouth open, because if there happens to be a fly here, then it's just gonna fly into my mouth. I want to take, because it's important to do this, I want to take a moment to tell each of you to just acknowledge how brilliant you are. Fifi, when I was your age, I did not know the term gender inequality. What the? What? And I read. I mean, and so for you to be talking about the issues that you're raising and podcasts and Spotify, I mean, the future is bright. But guess what? So many girls don't have the advantages that you all have. And so you're showing exactly why you should be the leaders that go out to encourage and educate other girls your age, because they're going to listen to you more before they'll listen to me. And so I am very inspired by each and every one of you. Anybody else who hasn't spoken yet, who wants to share? Yes, Jennifer, these girls are not kidding around. As a matter of fact, I feel like I'm getting a wake-up call here. Like whatever I thought I was doing, I need to get my act together and do more. In fact, one of the things we're going to talk about in the chat after today is we want to bring you young girls together, and you help plan the next one of this, so that we can reach more girls, and you are the ones teaching the lessons to your peers. Any of you interested in doing something like that? We would love for you to be the one, so that they come on here and they're not hearing from us old fuddy-duddies. They're hearing from you. Anybody interested? No, let us know if you're interested. Put your name in the chat if you're interested in running the next one. Wow. Okay, anybody else want to share their ideas? And if any of our volunteers want to jump in and just maybe give some encouragement or share how you're feeling hearing from these young girls. But any of our young girls who want to also share any ideas that you have. And if you're still thinking about an idea, you can come on and just say, I'm kind of thinking about this, because sometimes when we talk to people, we sharpen what it is that we are thinking about and what we want to do. So anybody else? Abimbola asked, interested in what, please? Interested in being part of the leadership that plans the next sessions that we're going to have for young girls. So this was 4 weeks. We're going to take a break and we're going to look at the calendar and see when we want to do another session. And we're going to, again, promote it to girls. But this time, we want you young girls to be the ones covering and teaching the sessions, and we old people and the volunteers, we're just supporting you. So if you think you're interested in doing something like that, taking up that kind of leadership, put your name in the chat. Any other of our young people who want to share any ideas that you have, if you haven't spoken already? So I'm going to start calling on some people. Brooklyn, what are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, my niece is crying, but I don't know like for sure what I want to do, but I know that I do want to be an activist, because I do have opinions on like a lot of stuff that's happening in the US right now. So, I've made like TikTok accounts before, like a couple years ago I made one to spread the gospel, and I had a lot of followers and I was posting a lot. So I'm thinking I can do that again, just with more worldly problems. Yeah, because I do have a lot of not I don't have like a lot of knowledge about it, but I have like a lot of knowledge about it at the same time. And yeah, I like having
you have a
conversations.
lot of knowledge about it. You have a lot of knowledge, Brooklyn. You have your own experiences, which makes you an expert on your own experiences. And of course, you do whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, in my mind's eye, I'm thinking of you even teaching or encouraging young women, young girls to take an interest in the martial arts and how that helps to empower young women. And you can do so much and have a following because I'll follow you. But the important thing is think about it and just start to encourage yourself. So you guys know the deadline that where we want to see that you've implemented this is by December 2025. Then we're all coming back and we're actually having a celebration and saying, well, let's watch this person's TikTok and let's watch, a few minutes of this person's YouTube and let's watch this, or let's see pictures from an event that this person had in their community. Maybe they got food together to help old people in their community. Maybe they got sanitary products together so that, people who can't afford it had a way to, still be able to take care of themselves. So all the ideas. Let me see who else I'm seeing on here who has not said anything. Abimbola, you want to share with us what you're thinking?
Okay, what I want to say about empowering girls and their growth. What I want to say that about for girls to change the world, they must first learn to change themselves, like embracing lifelong learning or purchasing practice self-reflection. Surround yourself with positive influence to be physical and mental well-being. Then embrace failure as learning opportunity.
Abimbola, how old are you?
I'm 13.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! Listen, each of you needs to go to your parents, whoever has raised you, aunt, uncle, grandparents, whatever, and just give them a hug. Whether sometimes you feel like they've not been good to you, you feel like they yell too much or whatever, you are evidence that somebody has exposed you to something and you've been willing to learn. All of you are. Like, I would love to have all of you on a show and just have you share your knowledge. But that's exactly what we can do as we continue to grow, is for you all to teach your own peers. And we can do it on this Zoom, but we know that there's so many people who don't have technology, which is why we want you to do things in your community as well. Abimbola, that was amazing. How about you, Al Harry? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that like I could inspire other girls to reflect on themselves, think of themselves as the now. Like they should focus on building themselves. Like they could go out in the world and help others to make this world a better place.
Please, Al Harry, and how old are you?
9.
Super O, I don't know how you're still driving and you haven't had an accident, because I'm completely blown away. I'm completely blown away. What you're saying, there are women my age who need to hear it. Focus on yourself, grow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me see. Thank you so much. I hear it. 9. My goodness. Simisola, how about you? Do you want to share any ideas that you may have? Okay, and let me see. Let's go to Subomi. It's Subomi and Tenny. Do you want to unmute and share with us a little bit? I know, Lily, are these girls not amazing? Please, all of the volunteers, can you just like, are you as blown away as I am? They can come and teach us the adults, really. Girls teaching women should be next program. Subomi and Tenny, can you unmute? Can you share what your thoughts and ideas are?
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So
Um,
what are you thinking you want to do?
I wanted to like give people the knowledge about about people's mental states, like if about things like um anorexia and other might not be able to do.
Okay, every time I think it can't get any better. Wait a second. Was that Subomi or was that Tenny? Who was speaking?
Tenny,
Tenny. Tenny, the 10-year-old?
yeah,
Where are you located?
Britain.
Britain, and you're talking about mental health? Let me tell you, no, okay, I'm sounding like a broken record, and most of you don't even know what a record is, because the records didn't exist when you were born. But when we were kids, we played music on a record. Okay, we played music on a record, and if the record was cracked, your song would keep skipping. You couldn't really enjoy it. And so it seems like I'm repeat, and so the song will keep repeating itself at a certain place. It seems like I'm repeating myself, but I'm so impressed with each and every one of you. And let me tell you, everything that you're suggesting is needed. And the question is, if not you, then who? If you decide that God is giving you this idea, you have this sense of something that needs to change, but then you're like, oh, I just don't feel like doing it because my life is good, and let those people worry about themselves. Who's going to change the world? Then you're almost acting like the adults who know that there are issues but don't do anything about them, right? Chima says, I know what a record is. Of course you do, because all of you here are brilliant. My goodness. Okay, thank you, Tenny. How about you, Subomi? Do you want to share anything? You don't have to, but if you share it. Okay, and then I see Ruth. Ruth, would you like to share? We can come back to you, Subomi. Ruth, would you like to share your thoughts on what you think you want to work community?
Yes, good evening. So I want to talk about, I like to talk. I'm
Okay,
18.
wonderful. Please go ahead.
I would like to talk about climate change and environment. Yeah, I would like
And
to
where
advocate things on carbon literacy, environment, the climate. Like, we just need to know better on how to take care of our environment. Whenever I go around, I see litters everywhere, and I'm like, oh, these things can be used to do something better. We can develop them to a good use instead of just trashing every time trashing. That's it.
Wait a second, because now you people are just trying to show off here. You said carbon what?
Carbon literacy.
These children, you want to kill me. All the education I have, carbon literacy. Ruth, where are you based?
In Nigeria.
Where in Nigeria?
Currently Ekiti State, Nigeria.
Okay, so if you really want to work on this project, please join the WhatsApp group and contact me, because my sister is in Lagos. She does a lot of work also in Ogun State, and their whole focus of the organization that she's with is recycling. And I think it would be amazing to have someone your age who is helping to sound the alarm and educate on carbon literacy, on littering, and maybe that organization she's a part of can partner with you to explain to people how they can actually get people to start collecting waste and recycling it. So they have people who pick up bottles and things of that and bring it to their location, and they get paid for bringing in trash. So maybe she can help you, and you can go even further in terms of educating people and showing what each person can do. And perhaps even it becomes a way for not just cleaning up the community, educating people about climate change, but even people being able to get some money for their family because we now have recycling plants in the country in different places that will pay people for the refuse. So thank you, Bruce. Can you see that if you people were running the world, you would be addressing almost everything that is that are issues for us now? Okay, who have I missed? I'm going through. Olucho Singh came in. I don't know if that is your dad or if that is you're just using your dad's Zoom. Can you unmute and tell us who you are and how old you are?
I'm Fashipe Zion and I'm 11 years old.
Ashikwe Zion, how are you? Thank you for joining us. So I know you came in a little later, but what we're talking about is what are the things that each girl can do in their community to make their community a better place, to take this idea of being empowered and being leaders and being change makers in your community. So is there any issue that you are interested in addressing? Okay, while you're thinking about that, let me come back to Subomi. Subomi, are you ready to speak? And if you're not, that's okay as well. All right. And Chinwe, you have your hand up? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I would also like to pick up different trash and recyclable items on the floor on the streets and recycle them into new improved things that the community can use and teach the community how to recycle.
Where do you live, Chinwe?
Abuja, Nigeria.
Okay, so we can figure out how you, Ruth, maybe my sister, whoever else, and you guys can have a campaign that hits in different places. That would be amazing, and that would be so powerful. So let me talk about some next steps here. One of the things that we want to do is we want to issue a certificate to every one of the girls who has participated. But with the way your registration was, sometimes we couldn't tell the difference between your name and your parents' names and all of that. So can you do us a huge favor? In the chat, type your name exactly as you would want it on the certificate and put the email address where you want us to send your certificate to. So type your name exactly as you want it on the certificate, and 2, put the email address where you want the certificate to be sent to, and you're going to receive it sometime in July. While you're doing that, if you have not joined the WhatsApp group, ask your parents for permission. Coach Super O is going to put the link for that Butterfly Bloomers WhatsApp group in the chat. Again, we encourage all of you to join so that we can continue the conversation and we can continue growing and we can be the change we want to see. So that in another year or 2, when somebody is doing a presentation on 10 girls who are changing the world, guess what? It may be Fife's picture there, or Chinwe, or Adela, or Brooklyn, or Simisola, or Alheri, or Abimbola, or Tenny, or Ruth. You understand what I'm saying? Like what these girls have accomplished and the changes they're making in the world, we need more people doing it. Some of you may have heard of a young girl called Malala. Do you remember her? And if you haven't, you can go research. Of course, now she's not as young as she was then. Yeah, what do you remember about her?
I know that she fought for girls' rights and for them to do. They're shot by a group called Taliban, if I'm not mistaken.
You are amazing. That is true. All accurate, yes. And she keeps fighting, and now she speaks all across the world because she is trying to ensure that those 130 million girls who are not getting an education can get an education. And we want to all figure out how we can join that fight. So while the girls are putting their information in the chat, I welcome any of our volunteers who want to unmute and just share a few words of how this whole experience has impacted you and any encouragement that you have for our young girls who are apparently much smarter than we are. Well, let me say, than I am. Any of our volunteers want to unmute and speak? You all want me to call on you?
You're right about them
Hello,
being smarter
Lily.
than Yeah, hello. Hello, girls. I can't unmute right. I can show my video right now, but like Coach Aya said, you guys have really blown us away. I mean, at your age, we were just thinking about playing and other stuff, but you have all these great ideas. And I really hope that you really work on them, because if you are able to do these things, then other girls will be able to learn, and then they'll also go on to do it, so that the butterfly effect will balloon up and everybody will be able to become as great as you are. And thank you so much for joining this program and for having all these ideas. I can't wait to see what you all bring out, the YouTube channels, the podcast. We are here. We'll do whatever we can to support. So thank you so much for really sharing your ideas right now. Thank you, Coach.
Lily, you're amazing. And of course, you've been here every single session. Love you, love all the support that you've been giving in the chat. How about you, Miss Shanice?
Greetings, everyone. Am I well? Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, greetings to all the girls and all the people who organized this. Honestly, I've been very inspired by these girls, honestly, because at some point when you think about it, it seems as though the whole world is just going into distraction. There's a lot of things going on. There's no one doing anything to help. But with this, seeing how these girls have grown and the impact they want to do to the world is so much impactful to me, because it shows that there are people who also want to do good. There are people who also want to go out of their way to also the change that's in the world. And I'm also inspired to the extent that I'm willing to go out and be on the that doing on my side, my community. I'm so grateful for so many opportunities.
From day one as well, and just so encouraging. And you're right. It has made me.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you are right now. I'm so grateful for this wonderful opportunity, and I'm so happy that I'm able to see girls coming out to the program, and I'm thankful to the host, Coach Aya, and the rest of the hosts. And also, this whole butterfly effect has also affected me in my own ways. I know maybe you might be thinking it's just for the girls alone, like they are the ones that actually need this whole thing. But I want us to understand that we, the volunteers, also gain something from it. Myself also gained something from it. During the course of this program, I and my friends, we also started something in Nigeria here. So there was a one of the session, I think the second session, when we're talking about making friends like that are beneficial to us, that also have positive effects to us. I took that to heart, and truly, when we make friends, we should have friends that are like-minded like us, that have the same vision, that have the same plans with us to achieve something great, to move forward. So I also have these kind of friends. I have about like three of them. But um two of my friends, we came together and we started discussing, we started making plans, and we decided to start our own NGO whereby we um go to orphanage homes, we give them books, we give them food, we educate them, something like that. So we actually started it about 2 weeks back. We started making the arrangement. We started discussing how we want it to be, how the plans want to be, because we're not just doing it just for doing it sake. We're doing it because we want to make an impact in our community. These people I'm talking about, these friends of mine, we are not even in the same location. Like, I'm based in Benin City, Edo State, and the other one is based in Lagos, and the other one is based in Kano. But we decided to come together and make an impact in our community. So I want to use this medium to speak to every one of our girls right here, that it doesn't, regardless of the location you find yourself in, you can always make an impact there. You should not feel as if you are doing too much or you are scared to start. Don't be scared to start. Just start anytime, anywhere. Just use whatever means to start. But the end point will definitely be great. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Wow, Vivian, you've already started talks to start your NGO and make a difference. So you guys, you see this before we have a few more volunteers who are going to speak. I just want to point out when we're talking about the butterfly stage, what are we talking about, right? So let's look at butterflies in real life. Butterflies are pollinators. They help plants reproduce by transferring pollen as they feed on nectar. Their pollination supports biodiversity, helping grow fruits, vegetables, and flowers, and contributes to a healthy ecosystem. The presence of butterflies often indicates a healthy environment. The presence of all of us, women, girls, whatever, going out and say, this is who I am. These are my talents. I'm going to write poetry to encourage people. I'm going to write music. I'm going to play songs. I'm going to put on plays. I'm going to have a workshop. I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to have a clean, whatever builds a healthier environment. Butterflies, of course, we know are going to continue the cycle in the sense that they're going to lay eggs that become larvae, the caterpillars. And those caterpillars, because of course we know every caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly, but we want all of y'all to become butterflies. But even those caterpillars are part of the food chain, right? They're a vital source for food for birds, for bats, other animals. So butterflies in laying eggs and continuing the process actually help to sustain an entire ecosystem. Everybody is essential. Of course, we know that butterflies inspire art, culture, and innovation. We see their colors, their patterns. We see it in art and fashion and poetry and in design. And of course, in this group, we've talked about how their metamorphosis is a symbol of hope. It encourages change and growth. It allows us to embrace even the tough times that we experience, to know that we can still become our amazing selves, right? So it encourages that personal growth and that transformation. So what we're hearing from each and every one of you, and now we're hearing from the volunteers, is the butterfly effect. Is that I'm going out and I'm doing good. I'm pollinating. I'm bringing about more and more positive change. Okay, we've got Jennifer's hand up. I'm looking at the time, so we'll go through the last few volunteers, take any last questions, give some last instructions, and then we have a couple of videos for us to enjoy. Jennifer, go ahead.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jennifer. I love your voice.
Thank you. Hello, girls. Oh, like anytime I join the meeting, I know there's something going to come up because these girls are really, really amazing. When I was their age, I don't know what I was even thinking about at that time because, like, I'm just speechless. I mean, I started doing what I want to do, or I started being so proud of myself when I entered into SHS. But look at their age, 8, 9, 10, 11, and they're already having all these ideas. Like, girls, I'm so proud of you girls, and I'm really, really learning from you all. And look, I'm leveling up because I feel like I'm not doing enough because you girls are really giving us pressure. Because the pressure that you guys are giving us is like I have to do more because at my age and I'm just doing little, but you people, nah, I have to do something extra. I'm so glad to be part of this team, and God bless everybody and nice meeting you all. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. And it's only going to get better because the session that is just the volunteers, we're going to really dive deep. It's only going to get better. But thank you so much. Anybody else? I thought I saw another hand, then it disappeared. Lois, I thought I saw your hand up at one point.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So, girls, I just want to give
Hello.
you guys a little bit of encouragement. You girls are already so wonderful, so amazing, and so inspiring. I am absolutely blown away. Now, listen, when I was your age, I was deeply bothered by a very obvious physical disability. And at that time, I felt as though it made me unable to be as bold, as beautiful, as courageous as other girls my age. I used to be so shy and I used to try to hide, and I used to be like this very shy butterfly, and I would not want to leave my cocoon. But today, I have grown to become a very confident person, and you very impactful out there in the world. Okay, cheers, girls. It was amazing hearing from you guys.
Oh, Lois, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Any other volunteers as we wrap up? Marvelous, Coach Shakila, who helped pull this whole thing together. Coach Super O, who definitely was incredibly instrumental in making this happen. Any last comments that you want to make? Girls, please make sure that you put your name as you want it on your certificate and the email address where you want us to send it to. Put it in the chat. Volunteers, please stay tuned. We'll send the information on the session that is specifically for us adults, because yes, these young girls have put pressure on us. They have shown us that we need to step up our game in a good way, but they've also shown that we need to support them and to stop treating them like they can't be difference makers. Sometimes adults, we think, oh, they're just, we push them to the side. These girls are smarter than some of our leaders out there. So any other volunteers or any of the coaches who coordinated this who want to say a few last words?
All right, Coach Aya, thank you for a fantastic job. My This part of my mouth is still paining me because I'm like, most of the time, it's so beautiful hearing the girls speak, and it's amazing. There's so much that they have on the inside that needs to find expression, you know, and I have teenagers in my house, and I'm like, oh, I don't want you to use the gadgets because blah 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 blah, you're looking at the distraction and the noises and all. And I'm like, are you sure I won't change my stand on this? Because if at this point they have so much to offer the world, then I'll be doing a disservice to them as a mom to say, I don't want to see you here and all of that. But that being said, I think all of the girls here are amazing. Our volunteers are amazing. I am speechless. You see, I'm trying to say something, but I don't have the word to just say it, but I look forward to seeing us do um great things. I look forward to seeing us globally relevant, and we will support you, just like Coach Aya has said. And for some of us that might have a little bit of restrictions because of our parents here and there, we can do something with butterfly bloomers, as it were, where we provide the opportunity for you to do whatever you want to do till when your parents feel that, oh, you're of age to be able to handle all of that by yourself. Then the link to the WhatsApp group, I think we will send it on the through the mail because of parental consent. So I won't be able to share
Okay.
it here. So I think,
Okay.
Coach Aya, let me just continue to bask in the euphoria of all of this. I rest my case.
Yes, yes. And thank you for all the work you did to pull this off. Thank you so much. How about you, Coach Shakila? Any final words you want to share?
Well, first, I want to say thank you for everyone who's been a part of this program. And we came in this program willing to help you guys grow in, and actually, y'all helped us grow as well. So kudos to y'all. I give y'all a hand clap for our amazing and great and for completing the program. Thank you to the volunteers, and we look forward to seeing y'all in the next session.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, so I typed a couple of questions in the chat. I said, can everyone write one word to sum up the experience on being part of Butterfly Bloomers? And this is also going to help us with advertising the next time around. And then the next one is, if you think we should design another session for more girls, please type yes. And of course, those of you who indicated you would like to be a part of it, we will be contacting you to be part of the planning. What are the topics? How should we set it up? And listen, adults, you're going to see theirs will be so much better because they're going to have the technology down and everything. Watch, we're going to be learning from them. Okay, so let me share screen as we wrap up here. Thank you for giving us a few extra minutes. So I'm going to do here is we're going to share, trying to get it to move forward. We're going to share the our pledge, which we're going to say together. And then you can stay on, and there's some videos that we're going to show, but we definitely want to stay in touch with each and every whatever you want to do. So as Butterfly to this time, because there's energy when we all talk together. And if you can sit up tall, if you want to stand up and just feel the energy in your body as we say this, and then we're going to go into our pledge. So I am no longer crawling.
I am no longer crawling.
I am no longer waiting.
I am
no longer waiting.
I am no longer
afraid.
I'm
no
hearing you
longer
say it to me. I am no
afraid.
longer afraid. I
I
am
am
the
no
butterfly.
longer
I am the butterfly.
I am the
butterfly.
And I am free.
And I am free.
That is exactly right. Right. So we're going to say the Empowered Girls Pledge together, which is going to sound crazy, but we're going to do it at the count of 3. We're all going to do it together. You ready?
Yes, we are.
1, 2, 3.
I am bold. I am bright, full of purpose, full of light. I love myself. My world runs deep. In my heart, my dreams I keep. I rise with strength. I stand with grace. No fear, no doubt can take my place. I lift my voice. I claim my place. I am born for greatness, not for shame. I am enough. I am divine. Success and joy will always be mine.
And joy will always be mine.
Will always be mine.
Always be mine.
Awesome. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And so I am going to stop sharing and I'm going to put on a video that I hope you will enjoy. Let me get that on here. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And let us move forward and change the world because that's what we've been called to do. Chinwe, let me see if I can see everybody's name. Simsola, Harry, Babimbola, Ruth, Subomi, Tenny, Fife, Adela, Brooklyn. So proud of each and every one of you. And thank you so much for being here. And let's put this video on.
I was searching, I was looking for meaning. I was wondering, desperately trying only to see I have nothing missed. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost? To begin with, I am already around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. My motivation can't be validation. I'd always be starving for more affection, the wrong attention, only to feel like I am nothing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me.
All right. And very last song. So volunteers, see you next week. Young girls, we will be in touch. Please talk in the chats like I'm everybody's auntie now. I don't care if you claim me or not, I'm claiming you. Bye, Simisola. Bye, Adela, Fife. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to make me cry. Tenny, Sobomi, Bimbola, Alheri. And for all our amazing volunteers, Chinwe, Adela, I think I've mentioned everybody's name. Brooklyn, I love you all. I know. How do you do that? Like this? Yay. I love you all. Fasipe, all of you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Please make sure you gave us your information in the chat. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week. Bye. Thank you.
Next one would be
No.
so full. Wow. Oh, Adela says, see you girls next time. Yes. Look at Simasola with all the emojis. I love you all. Oh. You all.